Good morning from day 3 on the Appalachian Trail. We had a good shelter last night. We camped in the tent, but the shelter was really nice at Gooch Mountain. It was a cold night, definitely the coldest night so far. I woke up shivering sometime in the middle of the night. And so I put on my warm puffy coat and was able to get back to sleep. So that was good. But I think the temperature was supposed to be somewhere around 40, but we're not completely sure like what it was at our elevation. But definitely was a cold night. So it feels good to be up and hiking. I've already completely warmed up this morning. We've already gone about 1.3 miles today, and then we have another like 7.8, I think, to get to our campsite. We're kind of like stuck camping there because the next couple sites will require a bear canister, which we do not have. So we're trying to plan our campsites around that. So we're hopeful that not a bunch of people have, like a bunch of other people don't have the same idea as us. Our campsite was pretty full with tents last night. So we are kind of a little bit trying to beat the crowd to guarantee a tent site at this next camp. So we'll see how it goes. All right, we're here at Woody Gap. Beautiful view from the parking lot. Looks like we made it 20.6 miles from Springer. And that's a really large number still to Katahdin, so I'm not going to think about it. And best of all, trash cans.
Picnic table.
Yeah, picnic table. We took a break earlier. Too bad. Third day in a row that we've got to dump our trash, and it feels great. Made it to the top. Rewarded with stunning views. Oh my goodness. Yep, totally worth it. I'm trying to show you guys how much of an elevation change we really do have out here. It's hard to show it on the screen, but just climbing up mountains. Nice job. And we still have quite a bit of an up to go.
Halfway there.
Yeah, probably. We have an absolutely gorgeous hike here. We're just kind of walking along this little ridge, and we look out and have this incredible view of the mountains. It's probably hard to see it on video with the trees in the way, but it's really just a gorgeous day. All right, hello from my campsite. It is, I think, like 6:11 p.m. We've been at camp since 1:30. We did about an 8.2 mile day. It was our plan to only go this far because the next section of trail, you need a bear canister. But we're here, I think it's called Lance Creek Restoration Area. And it's an all tent site. So there's no shelter here, but it's actually a very, very beautiful campsite. When you first walk in, there's 4 tent pads, and then you kind of think like, oh, there's not a lot of room here. But then you kind of just walk up a little ridge and down the trail, and there's tons and tons of camping sites. So we have a site up here that's basically all on our own. Very, very beautiful. We've just kind of been sitting here on the ground, looking out the mountain ridge, which has been really nice. One thing I don't think I shared that earlier is we had trail magic at Woody Gap. Someone named Zigzag came. I think he's a shuttle driver for the AT, but he had hot dogs and ribs and like macaroni salad and chips and pop. So that was super fun. And I had a hot dog and a banana, which was really great. I'm not the biggest hot dog person ever, but that was like the best thing I've ever eaten. So it was really fun to have trail magic. I think that makes like 3 days in a row that we've had trail magic. So it's cool to see the community be supportive here. It's been fun. We've met a lot of really cool people so far. I didn't expect to have so much support from the ridge runners, and then there's been like, I think park rangers out. So I think I've run into 4 different people who are like employed, I think, by the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. I'm not sure exactly who they're employed by, but they're just kind of out here for advice, to give us updates about like weather. They've been giving us insight about like campsites that we're going to go to, and updates about, I don't know, like nearby towns, and just full of like very good information, very friendly to talk to. So I've been like very pleasantly surprised that there's so much support out here for us. So tomorrow we are going to climb up and over Blood Mountain, which is kind of a notorious mountain. I think it's the first like super hard climb in Georgia. Although we did Sassafras Mountain yesterday, and I thought that was pretty tough. But we're gonna do Blood Mountain. And then after that is Neal's Gap. That is kind of like the first like big mile marker, I think, that's the trail. There's a mountain crossing outdoor, like a equipment type store, an outfitter, that's what it's called. So we'll stop by there. I already need a few things. My shoes ripped yesterday. My shoes probably had already like 600 or 700 miles on them. So I wasn't too upset that they ripped. I knew I was gonna have to get new shoes soon. So I will get new shoes tomorrow. What else do I need? I'm gonna look at a sleeping bag liner, see if there's anything that they recommend. That's about it. So it'll be a good stop. Really looking forward to getting there and having like a big milestone crossed off. Another thing that's coming up later this week, one of the rangers that I met earlier today was kind of warning me about some upcoming inclement weather. So today is Sunday, and I guess Friday it's supposed to rain all day long, and that's gonna bring like much cooler weather coming into like Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I need to figure out pretty soon what my plan is gonna be, if I'm gonna take a 0, or if I'm gonna stay at a hostel or a hotel. Just need to figure it out. Right now I'm definitely leaning towards getting off trail, but just want to take some time to figure that out. So I'm going to also be working on that tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have better phone service and I'll be able to get a hold of the right people to make arrangements for this coming week. So I really think that's all. I'm going to stop this video here and kind of show you guys my campsite. It's really a beautiful evening. I think this campsite is going to be one of my favorite campsites for the whole trail. It's just absolutely stunning. All right, so here is a beautiful, beautiful mountain range view. And then we have my tent right here. I haven't finished setting up for the night yet. My stuff is kind of everywhere. And we come back here, there's like a little fire pit that we didn't use. And then another tent. So there's just this beautiful ridge right here. So we're very, very secluded up here. It's very peaceful. And then you can kind of start to see out here all of the many other people who are set up further up towards the actual trail. We are quite a ways back. And all these other people are going to sandwich together, which is totally fine. But I really love just the peacefulness of our camp over here. All right, I'm in my tent, getting ready to go to bed. In case those of you who are non-hikers don't know, we basically go to bed when the sun sets because there's really nothing else to do. And we have to wake up when the sun rises because it gets really light. So I've been going to bed quite early these days, which has actually been great. But quickly before I went to bed, I thought I would show how my shoes ripped. So I said briefly, I think I said that I have probably 600 or 700 miles on these shoes. And that's true. I've had them for a few years and I've worn them on multiple backpacking trips and just for day hikes, and they were really probably too worn out to take. But I didn't really want to start with brand new shoes for the trail. I kind of wanted to break in new shoes after like a little bit of time. I didn't know how long that would be. I thought maybe I could get another 100 miles out of them, but I couldn't. So quickly here, I'm gonna turn the camera around and show what my shoes look like. All right, so I have Ultra Lone Peaks. I don't know what model they are because they are a couple years old. But you can see right here that I got a nice like split in the shoe, nice and big. And then also a tiny little hole is starting in the other shoe. So it really has not been bothering me at all to hike with the shoes like this. I just don't want the holes to get any worse. And I knew they needed to be replaced anyways. So I'm interested to see when I go to Mountain Crossing Outfitter, interested to see what kind of shoe I ended up getting, because I'm not sure I'm gonna get these or not. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.